the train. Hello, I'm back. The video, you won't know this, but I know this. Last night, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yes, there was issues with the focus and all that. I don't always have the ability to film in places where the background is able to be fully seen. I don't ever want anybody else to lose their privacy because I'm filming. So, I appreciate you working with me as I figure out this background blur stuff, because when you make videos, that's a piece that you got to kind of just learn the hard way. You can make what you think is the best video, and then when you go to watch it back, there's something. So, we're figuring it out though. The point of this video though is we are officially in the month of July, which means that the contest that I am holding, you have until the end of the month. You have until July 31st. So, let me tell you about the contest. Then, I will tell you why the contest exists. Hold on, let me get my flyer. So, obviously I don't expect you to read all the fine print. But that's just what it is. So here are the details. Here's what you can't read in the fine print. The contest is open to Oregon teens, ages 14 to 17. That's it. Those are the rules. Obviously, I'm going to give you more information than that. But that's all you need to know if you are an Oregon teen, or you know an Oregon teen, and you're between the ages of 14 and 17. Listen further. This was a very important contest for me. That's the truth of it. That's all jokes aside. I've been planning this for more months than people knew it was even going to happen. Many months I've been planning this. I put a lot of effort into it, a lot of time, a lot of resources. There's a reason for that. And I will start explaining that by telling you the prompts, because there's two. I knew that anybody who entered this contest would resonate with either the first prompt or the second, and you'll see why. So, prompt 1. Write a letter in the form of a song, poem, or short writing up to 800 words to an adult in your life. Tell them what you wish they understood about growing up online. What does it feel like when you hear adults talk about the internet as if they know, but don't really see you? What are the things you've tried to say that no one seems to really hear? Let your words say what your heart has been holding in. That's prompt 1. Prompt 2. In the form of a song, poem, or short writing, up to 800 words, write about a monster you met online. Not the kind hiding under beds, but the kind who hides behind a screen. Someone who pretended to be kind, safe, or trustworthy until their mask slipped. What did they say? How did they make you feel? When the truth comes out, did you tell anyone? And when you did anyone listen? Did anyone care? This is your chance to name the monster in whatever way you choose and reclaim your voice. 2 winners will be chosen in August and will receive a signed author copy of the psychological thriller, If I Was There, more on that in a moment, a set of exclusive The Lioness in the Darkness stickers, and a personalized gift box handpicked by the founder of The Lioness in the Darkness, Brie. That's me. Now, as I said, submissions are open until July 31st, and there are 2 ways to enter. You can email the Lioness in the Darkness at yahoo.com. Obviously, make sure to include your entry and your contact information in case you win. Or on the flyer, and you can find the flyer on my social media, any of it, I put, other side, I put this handy little QR code. So all you should have to do is scan this. It will take you to a Google form where you do the exact same thing. Put in your entry, put in your contact information, and then I get to read it. And I've gotten some entries, and I knew when I made the contest that the entries were going to be powerful and I was going to love them. And that is exactly what happened. I am so excited. And I want to read even more. I want even more entries. Now that I've told you the contest, told you all the details and all the fine print, let's talk about why it exists. I didn't make this contest I did do it for the fun of it, obviously, but the prompts is more what I'm referring to. There's many contests, and there's not many that allow teens to speak about the internet in a dark way, in an uncomfortable way, in a way that might cause some feelings for the people around them. I have an entry, and obviously I don't want to give too much away because currently they are one of the main possibilities of winning. When I read it, I was hooked. I read it remembering me as a teenager and all that I felt and all that I wished I could have said to the people around me. And when I read this teen's entry, it was like seeing myself, but braver. And for a split second, I felt scared for this kid because obviously I don't know their familial situation. But I knew that most likely certain family members were not going to be happy if I announced this person as the winner or the runner-up, or if I mention them at all. And while I don't want to step on any toes, of course, I don't want to cause any problems for anybody, there was a reason that this teenager submitted this, right? And I realized that if I were to purposely make them lose or not give them a fair shot, that would defeat the purpose of the entire contest. Because they know their life and they know what could or could not happen regarding their loved ones. And when I got that entry, I realized, and even a couple after, because it wasn't just one. That's the thing. It wasn't just one random entry, and it was like, ooh, It was multiple, and they all had some really intense stuff to say, and it helped me realize that I was doing the right thing with this contest. I was giving a voice to somebody that needed it. And if they submitted something that caused problems, they probably knew that it was going to cause problems. And also, who am I to say it's going to cause problems? I don't even know if this family member is in their lives still, or that this specific teenager isn't ready to deal with the consequences of that. Maybe they need the opportunity to have the other person go, "What's this about?" so that they can finally be heard. I don't know all those details. I just know that when I read this entry, it was incredible. And if they do win, I will tell them it is incredible. Even if they don't win, I'll probably still tell them it was incredible because that is how powerful it was. It also told me that I was right, because when I first posted this, I got a couple, not a lot, most people are very supportive, but I got a couple people that, and of course they were grown-ups, not teenagers, but they didn't really think that there was going to be many teens who wanted to submit entries. And I mean, I haven't gotten hundreds, but I've gotten more than you'd think. And all of them have been wonderful. And them being brave has helped me be brave. And to push myself out of my comfort zone and to put together lots and lots and lots of books with my flyers and think of other ways to distribute the contest information in a way that teens receive, and to face my fears and to speak. And it's funny how stuff like that works. You do something and then somebody else does something because you did it, and then you do it because they did it because you did it. And it can be good and it can be bad. This case, it was wonderful. When I was 14, I met Cougar online, and that can be a video in itself. I'm trying to keep a lot of this kind of one subject at a time so I don't get overwhelmed. But I will say this. I believed him to be a certain way. I believed him to have my best interest at heart, and he did not. No matter what the details are, all that matters is he broke my heart. He used my vulnerability against me, and he almost caused my life to end. At both my own hands and his hands and a family member's hands. Obviously, I'm still here. And the best part of the fact I'm still here, well, there's many parts, is this right here. And of course you can't see it because of the sunlight. Wow. I'm a true influencer, as you can see. Point is, that is my book, If I Was There. A story about Bianca Manning, a 14-year-old who meets Tyler Drake. In If I Was There, Mrs. Paxton announces a state writing contest. Bianca loves to write. Bianca has a passion for writing. Bianca is good at writing. Cougar convinces her that all of that is not true, that nobody would care about anything she wrote, or they would send her to the loony bin because her writing is very dark. It is very honest. It is very vulnerable. And he causes her to believe that she is unable to win the contest. So she decides not to enter at all. Her best friend encourages her to enter, even says we can enter it together. One of us has to win. Cougar's voice is too powerful in Bianca's mind. And because of that, Bianca does not enter, and by the end of If I Was There, Bianca tears her poems out of her notebook and decides that she will never write again. Not even just enter the contest. She's not going to write. She even says, I will do what I have to do in school as far as homework and assignments, but creatively, I will never write again. Obviously, I did start writing again. I'm thinking about moving. Maybe not. I'm nervous. People are here. Obviously, I did write again. I wrote If I Was There. And I knew when I wrote it that I eventually wanted to host a contest. One, because it felt a little cheeky because of the scenes that I wrote. And also because I knew, I didn't know the prompts yet, but I knew the general idea of the prompts, and I knew that it was going to be an opportunity for somebody to talk about the tough stuff that they may not have the opportunity to usually talk about. And writing Mrs. Paxton was so life-changing for me. And that sounds dramatic, but I mean it. It was a hybrid character between me now as an adult and a very influential teacher. And at the beginning, I was very scared that nobody would enter. So when I got the first entry, I told myself, okay, well, you just need one more entry and you've got the winners. And then I got another entry and it just kept going. I don't expect to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of entries. And honestly, it's probably a good thing I don't, because then I'll be sad because I have to tell somebody no. I'm already sad I have to tell somebody no. But like I said, even if a teen doesn't win, I am still going to let them know that they were heard. I am still going to celebrate them. I just have to figure out the best way to do that. As I said, I plan to do more on this. I'm trying to think on my profile if I already have a video. I had a old channel. Old to this channel. But I ended up remaking the channel, I guess is how I would say it. And that is what you are watching this on now. So I can't always remember exactly what I've already posted, but some of my old videos, if I redid them, it wouldn't be a problem. So I might do that because I love this book. I love the contest and I love this book and I love them together, and I love that I have started writing again. I'm currently writing my second book. I'm also currently writing a third book. I do blog posts. I do creative writing. And that's huge for somebody who sat on her bed ripping pages out of her notebook and saying, I will never be good enough. And I'm not the only one. I've encountered some people who did the same thing, but with art. Fun fact with that, because of everything that was happening, I met one very influential woman, and then I met another very influential woman, and both of them together contributed to me teaching myself how to draw. I am by no means good at it, but I'm better at it than I originally thought. I originally thought I was only capable of drawing stick figures, and I mean, I was drawing stick figures up until I guess it would be about a year ago. I don't practice nearly as much as I wish I did, because, I'm kind of doing a lot. But when I need to slow down and focus on me, it is one of the best ways I have found. And it is a lot of fun to learn that I am actually quite capable of taking what is in here and putting it on paper, both in words and in pictures. That's been a lot of fun. I actually do have plans in the future to do the same thing I'm doing for this contest, but a art version. Um, but I felt like doing this one first. One, to test the waters, to see if me doing something like this was even received, which the answer to that is yes. And I do plan on making this an annual thing. Obviously, I need to make sure I can mentally handle it this time next year, but I only plan on getting better, more organized, more confident. So I do see doing it next year. I This isn't like necessary, but it's, if you've watched this long, I'll share this little tidbit with you. So I announced the contest in May, and I said it would end, whether you think it ends July 31st or August 1st, that's up to you. But let's say it starts in May, it ends in August. I did those two specific months for a reason. And the fact that all of that happened so many years ago, and now I am running a contest for May to August about the very thing that somebody tried to steal from me. That makes it all worth it. Even if nobody had submitted anything, that alone healed something inside of me. Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's all I have to say today. I I don't promise. I'm not even promising. I'm not posting every single day. I'll lose my mind. Obviously, these kinds of videos are longer. They take more effort to edit and publish and all that. So I just saw an opportunity today to film, and I had a lot of fun filming the last video. And even if nobody watches it, I still took a step. And so this is another step. And originally, this was what I was going to post yesterday. And then I started talking, and then Jeffrey, who I did see again, if you are following along, we did see Jeffrey again. I walked out on the porch, and he was staring at me like I was in his house. Um, we think Jeffrey lives under our porch. We don't know. We don't know where he lives. We also think he has a baby. So Jeffrey may be a single father or a mom. We don't exactly know. My husband just named him Jeffrey, so we don't actually know. Jeffrey may not be a he. We love Jeffrey though. I never know how to end these things because it just feels very. I mean, I'm already talking to myself in a park with people walking around wondering why I'm talking to myself in a park. So I never really know, like, okay, bye guys. Thank you for being here though. I know that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. Hopefully it's not too long. But if it is, it is. If you are 18, or you know a teen, or you even think you have somewhere that this flyer might be beneficial, like I said, you can find the flyer, the QR code, all the information on social media. You can find it on my website, thelionessandthedarkness.org. You can also just message me if you, for example, if you want a flyer that you can print and put wherever. If you're in the state of Oregon, I can send you one. I can email you one. If you need one, let me know. Don't let something hold you back from passing the information, because I have a month left. I could use the help. Um, so yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'm thinking the next time I film, we may go through the book. We may talk about it. Um, Obviously, I gave you a very general about the book. I guess I could read you the back, and that's how I'll end it. In the chilling young adult psychological thriller If I Was There, the early 2000s serve as a backdrop for the harrowing journey of 14-year-old Bianca Manning. Her family and friends know her as a good girl who never causes problems, so why is she suddenly acting strange and pushing away everyone who loves her? His name is Tyler Drake. Disguised as a 16-year-old boy from her favorite teen support forum, this cougar weaves a dangerous relationship, eventually unraveling Bianca's entire life by taking away everything she holds dear, including her passion for writing and photography. Tyler leaves a young lioness unsure if her Prince Charming is the hero or the villain in her story. Bianca grapples with the chilling realization that those closest to her have now become pawns used in his daily torture. She is isolated, vulnerable, and unsure of who she can trust. A dangerous combination. As Bianca's light teeters on the edge of being extinguished and her happy place starts to burn to the ground, the difference between escaping a predator and succumbing to a sinister plan falls on a single sentence. If I Was There is a heart-wrenching exploration of resilience, courage, and the strength it takes to battle the monsters who lurk in the shadows of the internet. Themes such as abuse, grooming from online friends, the effects of divorce on children, and multiple other tough topics are woven through this story to expose the haunting realities of adolescence in the age of the internet. I will see you next time. Oh, hold on. I love you. I hope you are well, and I will see you next time.